What? Today's video is about the laptop fiasco. Laptops. Gotta love them. Well, I can't really say that about this experience where it didn't really cost me an arm and a leg just to give me one. Cough cough, not really, but still felt like it in the eyes of a college student. Basically, earlier this year in January, literally after I got back from winter break, I somehow managed to wreck my laptop. This would literally occur after my desk staff shift, where that evening I had my laptop out for a little bit as I was observing typical meteorological stuff on it as a future meteorologist. And this was also my last semester at college too, which was looking to be another hectic one of classes. Unfortunately, there was one class in particular in which I would have to install a said icon on it, well, mainly a computer program. Yeah, it was for computer science. Back to the whole situation though, I decided to put my laptop back into my bag after having used it, seemingly unaware that when I would pull it out again, it would not look the same at all. Just after my work shift at 1 AM, I made the trip upstairs to my room to get another look at my laptop to presumably begin looking at things on Canvas for classes. Instead, the screen that met me was one of shock. The extreme right side of the screen was blocked with a small crack lodged into the screen. Not only that, but there was also an index card seemingly stuck to that part of the screen too, which I suspected may have been responsible for damaged screen in the first place. I'm sure my reaction probably would have been the same as any other person who happened to find out that their laptop was totally busted. Yeah, I was not too thrilled at all, considering this literally happened at the worst possible time. Now, I still had my Microsoft Pro that I was using on the side, but the issue is that I had specifically reserved it for drawing only, since I love to draw, which you are all witnessing right now. Unfortunately though, with my laptop being rendered useless, I had no choice but to use it for the time being. In the meantime though, I had to get my laptop fixed, which in my terms was very soon, considering that my classes were starting very soon. The next day, well, later that day, since it was 1 AM when I found out about the issue, I decided to take my laptop down to the tech center on my campus to see if they could possibly fix my poor laptop. Unfortunately, guess what? They couldn't really fix it. The issue was that the tech center could only fix laptops of the Apple, Dell, and Lenovo brand. Guess what my laptop brand was? If you guessed HP, you would be correct. Sadly, that was the one brand that they could not fix since the place didn't have the parts to fix it, which in my opinion was kinda dumb since it was a tech center after all. Along with the fact that a lot of people on campus actually had HP laptops from what I observed. So honestly, I don't know what they are waiting for with not getting the parts. The people there were able to give me a list of places to try out for calling to see if any of them could fix a laptop screen. Later that same day, I would actually try to call some of these places, only to be met by an automated message service, which took forever to redirect me to a tech on the other end of the line, or the place would just be too far out for me to travel to. At this point, I was a bit stressed out and thinking that I was going to have to spend a fortune just to replace the laptop. Also, not to mention, I have only had this laptop for 5 months at this point, just to make things a bit worse. The only saving grace was the warranty on the laptop, but even that issue would be overlooked later on down the line, in which we will get to later. Back with the dilemma though, the very next day, I would do more research into other places until I came across one with affordable pricing to fix a laptop. The following day after that, which at this point was Thursday, meaning that my laptop had been broken for 2 days at this point, I carpooled with a friend to get to this place, which happened to be 10 minutes from the campus. Over there, I mentioned to the tech employee about the issue, and he seemed to indicate that the issue could very well be a LCD problem. For those of you who may not know what that actually is, an LCD is basically your computer screen, which tends to be brittle, especially on some laptops such as the HP, which you may have guessed by now. With this issue though, the tech employee suggested that it could cost up to $100 to get the issue fixed. At this point, I was willing to put down $100 to get my laptop fixed since it was fair pricing for getting my laptop fixed in the first place. This compared to what I saw online with actually going to a professional to get it fixed. Yeah, not worth it at all. Back to the issue at hand though. I would end up leaving my laptop with these people, and they mentioned that they would try to diagnose the issue and maybe even fix the laptop too, which would take just a few days. At this point, Martin Luther King weekend was coming up, so I figured that at some point over the weekend they would let me know about the case. At this point, I was practically praying to God that this would result in my laptop being fixed for a low price. Unfortunately, come the following Monday, which is in fact Martin Luther King Day, I would get the bad news upon checking in on the repair shop that afternoon. They actually couldn't fix the laptop because one of the technician repair employees had quit, and not only that, the issue of the laptop was a deep-rooted issue that could take weeks to fix. Weeks. This sadly left me no choice but to call the HP Repair Services Agency, which I had been hesitant to call due to them being a professional agency which works with fixing laptops. The very next morning, I will call them to discuss the issue with these people, Upon spending 25 minutes talking to one of the technicians in which I elaborated about the 1-year warranty that I had on my laptop, which could get my laptop fixed for free by the way, they said that the warranty does not support LCD issues, meaning that the money that I had to pay for fixing the laptop was going to have to come out of my own pocket. I was hoping that at the worst it would be up to $300 to fix it, but no! They said it would cost up to $500. This for the shipping and the cost to fix the laptop screen itself. Also, did I forget to mention that the laptop itself costs $200 just to buy it? And here they are charging me $500 just to fix it. Basically, I was having to pay more to fix the laptop than to get a new one at this point.
I'm afraid it's going to cost you $500 to get the laptop fixed, including shipping and getting it back to you.
Fudge this. I decided to back out that fast since I was not willing to go through with all that. The technician though was shocked at my decision to back out, but I just didn't want to take any chances because at this point in time, I didn't even have $500 in my bank account, so there wasn't any way of paying to fix the laptop when it would literally just cost me my entire bank account just to fix it. After this though, I decided on one more option, which was actually something I would later regret. Buying a new LCD screen myself for $150 just to fix the laptop on my own. This would take just a week to come in, and once having the new screen, I would attempt to dismantle the screen from my computer only to find out another issue. The rims on the bottom of this LCD screen did not match the one on my laptop. I spent 6 hours just trying to fix the screen, and found out about that. At this point, I was just defeated. It had been 2 weeks since I first found out that I damaged my laptop screen unintentionally, and no strategy I was using would help with this decision. I was thinking at this point that I was going to be stuck using Microsoft Pro, which was mainly my drawing tablet for my actual classes. I know a lot of you will be saying, "There's nothing wrong with using a Microsoft Pro," and I would fully support your decision on that, but the problem again is that the more apps I put on Microsoft Pro, the slower it would be. The last thing I wanted to do was to overload my tablet with a gigabyte heavy software that could either corrupt or ruin my Microsoft Pro, which I didn't want to risk because once that gets corrupted, it's game over. However, the only saving grace would come later that week with a college refund of $500, which literally saved me. For 2.5 weeks of suffering through this nightmare with a damaged laptop screen, I was finally able to get a new laptop for $200. The only issue that would come with this new laptop though would be the fact that I didn't have a working camera, and the keyboard was a little hard to adjust to, but overall the laptop worked pretty fine. Still though, the whole experience was a legit nightmare for me and probably would have been prevented if it wasn't for a simple index card that started this whole mess. Even now, it's still funny to look back and realize that that index card sparked a whole butterfly effect that would ultimately lead me to wasting time and money just to get my laptop fixed when the issue was just something that couldn't be fixed at all. Luckily, the laptop I have today is still working perfectly even though it's another HP. Still, I hope to never have to put up with this nightmare ever again. Not in a million years.
And that's it for this awesome amazing video. Thank you guys for watching this awesome video even though it took so long to make. I promise there'll be more videos coming in the near future. Probably a bit spread out with the videos, mainly due to the fact that I have a job now, so taking the time to actually put videos done will may take a little bit more time, but otherwise I'm still happy to make content for you guys. Anyways, thank you guys for enjoying this awesome video, and I'll see you guys in your awesome amazing video next time.